What's happening, YouTube? So today I will be doing a review of a video from Law and Crime Trial Network. So if you guys are interested in their videos, or you're interested in seeing the full clip of this without my commentary, definitely be sure to check the link in the description. Now, other than that, like I said, I'm going to be taking kind of a little break from what's going on in the world, especially with things kind of getting the tension drawing up high. Pretty sure by this point, this video being uploaded, everyone kind of heard about the whole Russia missile strike and stuff like that, strike on Russia. So with things escalating there, figured it'd be a nice take to kind of just turn the tide a little bit, do something different. Other than that, I also have experience working as an officer in Georgia. Therefore, I like to go back and look at these kind of videos and kind of give a my own personal take of what I, kind of could see being standard what any officer would do and kind of what was a little bit excess or whatever. But to the most part, this is not a criticism of any officer just because, you never know how a situation is going to be until you're in it. With that being said, like I said, this is just my own review. If you guys like the review, definitely like, comment, and subscribe because I want to be able to bring more videos like this. Other than that, we're going to get right on into it.
So there is a 36 ounce, unit 23.
Hey.
He's inside now.
Okay. So what's going on? Y'all are separated, or what's the deal?
We have filed for divorce.
Okay.
Living in the same house. It's hell on earth, as you can imagine.
Okay.
But anyway, woke up this morning. We have travel plans to leave. And he's insisting that I don't go.
Okay.
And then I have my keys. He moves me out of the way, starts trying to unload my car. Tells me he owns the car, he owns the rights to it. Just got super aggressive, and that's when I called immediately because he's been physical before, and I'm just not doing that.
So are you just wanting to leave, or is he supposed to be going with you?
Yeah, we're supposed to be going with our kids.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know that's what I was asking dispatch, like what y'all can do if there's even, but of course now he's inside acting.
I mean, I don't know what it is that you...
I'm just going to point something out. This lady sounds like she's already full of it. So officers approaching. There's already 3 officers on scene. I'm not even gonna lie. While she's sitting here talking to this lady, this should already kind of went go start kind of talk to the male to see what's going on in the house, especially saying that there's kids in the house as well. But like I said, that's just what I would suggest. Now with this lady in general, notice what she said. He's in the house and he just acting pretty much. She already tried to paint him as being abusive and stuff like that in the past, and then start off by saying that he pretty much was removing her from the car, aka pushing her, putting his hands on her in some kind of way. That automatically would technically make this situation a domestic violence. Not for the past stuff, because that wasn't there in the past. There was no cause in the past. But the stuff she said, as in what happened today, that would pretty much make it a domestic violence. Her trying to make it seem like he's in the house, pretty much still mad and angry. That's her wanting them to go in the house and kind of jack him up. I can tell you now, I've experienced stuff like that where they try to paint the other person, especially like in cases where we didn't even had a chance to hear what they had to say yet. They're trying to paint the other person in bad light, hoping that cop go ahead, go up in their gun hole, pretty much.
To do, I mean, if y'all have filed for divorce and y'all are going on a vacation, other than telling him he needs to calm down, I don't personally recommend you go on a vacation if there's an issue like that and y'all have filed for divorce.
Right.
I mean, it's obviously a hostile situation. Right. So is there a way that you can go without him, or? I mean, the best thing, what we're going to do is tell y'all that y'all need to separate. I mean, has he put his hands on you that, have y'all been physically aggressive today?
Pay attention, officer. The lady already pretty much tried to tell you that he put his hands on her. That's like one of the first things she tried to paint the picture of.
No, just besides him moving me out of the way of my car to get to it.
Okay, what do you mean he moved you out of the way?
Like pushed me out of the way so he could get to my car and start unloading it.
Okay. We're gonna.
She's trying to make this up as she goes, trying to make it seem as if she don't want to say it openly that she's being hit, but at the same time trying to make it seem like she's being hit. I'm calling BS on this lady's story already. I'm hearing BS, honestly. Like, she's already tried to paint the dude in like a bad picture by saying that he's put his hands on her in the past, and then start by saying that, you know, he moved me out the way of the car. How else do you move someone from the car without having to touch them, put your hands on them? So it's trying to play the sweet, innocent role, but already you can tell she has a motive, pretty much.
Talk to him then.
No good.
Well, until he comes out here and decides to show out. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Nope.
Maybe it hurt. Somebody was almost got asleep in that house. Like a week.
This house?
Yeah.
Before they realized it?
Yeah.
What in the hell? Why are you filed for divorce and going to go on vacation together? I mean, that's not something that we can work out for you. I mean, because we're going to tell you to separate. Okay, so what's going on this morning?
So for the last 3 weeks, maybe longer, she's had her couples trip planned with her boyfriend to go to Key West.
Okay, but she just said you're going.
That was to Key West.
So today's the day. I've got my...
My bad, YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and let it skip past this commercial because I'm trying to get all these out the way, but these advertisements just be crazy now. So I'm going to pause the video for now. I'll resume once the advertisement's over. All right, we back.
Getting my kids, my 3 boys, to the Bahamas this morning.
Our kids.
Our kids. Yesterday, she sent a message saying that she's going to...
I'm sorry. I'm going to pause one more time. Notice how they let her talk without there being any interruptions at all from him, then tell her to go get him to hear both sides of the story at the same time. But she wanted to let this man get anything out without having to make some kind of, like, you know, little comment. Even the whole him saying my kids and then she having to say our kids. Look, I get it. Yes, it's both of y'all kids, but if y'all getting divorced, look, y'all have about to have 2 separate families. So it sounds almost like she's still trying to make it, you know, like a us thing when he's clearly trying to go ahead and start setting them boundaries, them lines. Yes, shouldn't be no vacations together no more at this point.
change her plans and now get on the airplane with me and the kids to go to Bahamas.
That I own too,
And
by
when
the
we
way.
land, she's going to go to her boyfriend.
Elsewhere.
And me and the kids are going to our house.
So, she's pretty much trying to milk him still. Probably can't afford to pay the ticket by herself, or just want to be controlling and want to harass this dude. So she didn't change her plane ticket to get on the same plane with them instead of just going her separate way. Lady, you already look bad in front of your kids having a whole boyfriend while you're already married. And to the boyfriend, I mean, that's just very dirty to even get with a woman that's still staying with the husband, post-divorce or not. That's just dirty. It's dirty and it's nasty. I don't see how you can be in a relationship with someone like that. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to judge. But yeah. They need to just make her go sit in the house or something. Like, she need to go on timeout. Let this man talk.
And I told her I'm not supporting that. And you're not getting on the airplane. That can mess with the kids' heads. And it's just something we're not going to do. Well, I own 50% of the airplane. She, on paper, owns 25 of that. And majority owner, the other 50% owner, and myself are both in agreement to not have her on the airplane. So 75% says we don't want you on the plane.
That doesn't mean you get aggressive, push me out of the way, start unloading my car.
Push you out of the way.
So from what it sounds like he said already, that pretty much not just only himself, but even like the owner of the plane, those who have stakes in it, pretty much already said they agree with her not need to be on the plane at the same time as he is. So the only one who's causing this situation is her, pretty much. Kind of forcing herself onto there. If anything, that's already kind of considered trespassing at this point. If you've already been told you have no rights to use the plane at the same time he's using it. Marriage or not, if there's other owners involved, and honestly, I don't know why the cops didn't ask, like, if they at least have like a prenup or something kind of showing, separation of property, something like that. Get it? I know they're not going to play court on the scene, but I mean, I would at least want to know like more details of kind of whose property is what, because look, depending on what documents you have in play, no, everything's not just marital property because you say I do, even though, you might own this prior to the marriage, or, this person might have no stake in it, or that might be business property. That plane could be business property. Have nothing to do with the marriage. So just saying, I don't know. It's too many unknowns, but for the most part, it's pretty clear that she's looking like she's the one that's aggressive. This man's soft tone literally sound like he's just drained, honestly. And she sound like she's hyped and getting even more hyped as like, the conversation going on. I've tried to talk to the officers, but talking straight to him, like she want to spark an argument or something.
Yes, at the back of the car.
Okay. Lindsay, I did not push you or anything.
He doesn't want me to go.
I raised the back to grab my kids' suitcases.
With a locked car.
So we could leave. That's all it is.
Okay. I'm going to tell you both, like I told you a minute ago, y'all are filed for divorce, okay? In situations like this, the best thing that we always recommend is y'all separate. Don't just separate from each other. You don't need to be going on vacation together if you file for divorce and it's obviously a volatile situation.
That's
Right.
I don't know how else to put it other than that, okay? As far as the pushing and shoving, say Georgia advises that you put your hands on each other, that is an act of simple assault and you can be arrested on that for family violence, okay? You're saying you did, he's saying you didn't. So
if you want
I can't sit here. It's a he said, she said situation. We run into.
Officer, there's also a thing called false imprisonment. You should have kind of asked her how did those bags, the kids' bags, end up in her truck if they already had a trip planned where the kids supposed to be going with him. Therefore, that would have made her kind of be pretty much the ones who sparking everything going. The primary aggressor trying to cause a situation. They already had plans, separate plans, pretty much. Dad going on his trip, mom going on her trip, separately. If he already was like planning to take the kids, they had an agreement, and she changed plans. Okay, at that point, no, you put the kids' bags in your car, lock the car, purposely, to pretty much keep him there. That's pretty much false imprisonment. You try to keep him from going somewhere. Just saying, they got to do a better job of asking more questions. I mean, it sounds like, you kind of don't want to be there and you just let it. It's lazy work. I hate to say it, but it sounds like it's lazy work.
All the time. So what's gonna?
All of the people that I know, if I'm an aggressive or abusive person.
You want me to show them the photos?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna generate a report that we were out here and that we made contact with the both of you. I'm gonna generate a report that states you said he physically moved you away from the vehicle by pushing you away from the vehicle. You say, I didn't do that. I opened the back hatch of the vehicle, got suitcases out.
Suitcase, and she stepped in front saying you're not grabbing them and moved me out of the way.
Exactly. And
I'm moving you, Robert. for God's sake.
we're not going to go back and forth. That's how we're going to do that. I can't tell her she can't go on vacation with you, okay? It's marital property. That's
Pilot already said.
Okay,
too late to even put her on
it's
the
all going to be that's all going to be civil issues.
Ma'am, you didn't do no investigation to find out if it's marital property or not. Like, where they're going, as in taking a plane and stuff like that, that could easily be nothing to do with the marriage. He already said before that there's like, owners and stuff like that, meaning that's not just their plane, like marriage wise. Even if he decided to, take the kids in a whole separate vehicle or rent a cab or something, this lady cannot stop him from leaving. So this obviously gonna end up being having to come back to situation, because I get it, you're trying to play, middle person and not be on either one side anymore. But this is how you end up having calls where you come back and you find out somebody's been X'd out due to you not, doing a thorough investigation the first time.
I can't stop her. I can't say you can't go wherever the heck it is you want to go. I can't tell you. You can tell. That has nothing to do with what we're doing here. We're here because of acts of violence, to calm the situation. That's what we're here to do. Okay. I can't control y'all going on vacation. I don't recommend going on vacation together, but that's just my personal.
It's just an hour on an airplane, just
Okay.
with our kids.
Do you have any identification on you? Okay, can I get that, please? Do you have your ID on you?
I do.
Mr. Shiver, what's your phone number? 221, what was it, 75?
7579.
I mean, I at least give it to the officer, for not taking sides, because you do see sometimes they come in with a particular bias. And I'm not going to say it's always just biased towards women defending women. Look, hey, you get some guys, too, where they want to charge the woman thinking she's just automatically lying. No, you do have to come in, unbiased. Like, I give it to the officer on that. But I definitely feel like she should have did, like, a more thorough investigation. Like, you're not really asking too many questions, really. I mean, you're more focused on what's going on just now, and I get that. But, kind of find out, okay, what belongs to who and stuff like that. That's kind of should have been the questions, you're asking more so, because I get it. We want to put everything as marital property, but you don't even know if these people have a prenup. You've asked nothing really. Okay, well, whose name on the title? Okay, well, since this is what it is right now, and this is all we got to go off of, this what we're gonna go with. Dad, your name's on that car. Mom, name on this car. Look, hey, show me some proof that the trip was already planned, this and that. Okay, well, bad's going over here because it seemed like you guys already had an agreement. You said you changed plans. He's saying he didn't agree to that. Therefore, okay, well, we're going to go with this so that, you got to separate anyways so that nothing happens. Now, what you do after this, you've already been told, and you're going to put their hands on each other. That's a domestic. But for now, without making anyone leave, it's like you already was on your way out anyways, and we're not going to just force you to stay. Look, let's get this on the road. Look, it's no different if you go to like a hotel or something like that and they want to kick a guest out or something. Give or take, I get it. Once you say somebody's trespassing, they got to leave. But just saying, you got to kind of use a little bit more of like investigation here to find out what's going on. And, it's nothing wrong with kind of ordering someone to go ahead and, you're on your way out. Go ahead and let them go. Help them go.
Now, since I own this vehicle and it's solely in my name.
It's marital property right now. She still has access to
Okay,
it.
I understand she has access to it, but can I not get my kids' suitcases out of the back?
Yes.
You can get your children's property out of it.
So he can get the
What kills me with her keep saying that it's marital property, and don't get me wrong, it's kind of sketchy, so I don't know the full blown about that. But look, I had a case where a girlfriend caught her boyfriend looking at the hanky panky on his computer. Just being careful what I say, cause I don't know all the stuff that I can and can't say on YouTube. But caught him looking at the hanky panky on his computer, getting one off of himself. And she destroyed all his stuff. Now, technically, she bought it for him, but she gifted it to him. Regardless whether she bought it, regardless whether he said he was okay with it, it was still considered, because legally it would be her pretty much breaking her stuff. She tried to sell it as if like, it was hers, and even when it was like a threat of arrest, pretty much, I ain't gonna say threat of arrest, when she kind of found out she was about to get arrested, he tried to say it was hers too. But the reality is that if you stay together, you break it, yes, what's yours is yours, what's theirs is theirs. If they had separate names on it, we didn't charge as in like, okay, like on the record, we didn't put like, okay, that, how to say, it's hard to explain it. We didn't put like on the report that, you know, she broke her laptop, even though it tried to make it sound like it was hers. We put that she broke his laptop. But for the most part, I've never been where we went to a house and tried to pretty much force them to stay. I mean, we don't force anyone to leave, but if they're already on their way, like trying to leave the situation, stuff like that, we're not making them stay there just because both names are on the car. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's not de-escalating. I can say that for sure, because as soon as you leave, you're gonna be coming right back.
Stuff out of my car.
It's marital property. And I don't have any paperwork saying that he's not allowed access to the children's property.
He's just not able to move me out of the way to get it. Right.
Again, he said, she said.
But what this officer is also not taking into account that there's no different than with the house. Yeah, you have no paperwork saying he has access to it. And I say this because it's tricky when it comes to, you know, marital property and stuff. And I'm no lawyer, but if he was to lock her out of the house, that's a crime. She specifically put the stuff in her car and locked it. That's a crime. Like, he has access to it, but you specifically locked it. And actually, you know, let me change it. She's the only one with the key to it, so she locked it. House-wise, if he changed the locks to lock her out so she can't get no entry to it, that's a crime. And that's not even just if you're married. That's even if someone stays with you. Look, hey, learn your laws, because even like in an apartment situation, you have a roommate and the person, you know, you're not liking them, and y'all get in an argument, and, you know, they say they're going to move out, and you change the locks on them, and then they tell the police that y'all ain't had no discussion of that. But there's evidence you changed the lock, you provide them with a key. Yes, you could be getting kicked out your apartment, and it could be only your name on it. Legal documentation showing that you're the only name on it. But guess what? They've been staying there for a certain amount of time. You cannot just kick them out. You have to evict them. So, just saying, it's a difficult situation, but this officer not asking no questions, even try to, like, de-escalate really, besides just writing a report. Like, just want to write a report and go, come on, officer, you gotta do better now. More, at least.
I'm still going, Robert, so you can take...
Pilot already said, Lindsay, that it's too late to put you on. And he has to pick up the other owner after he drops us, so we can't be late.
334 2963.
Hey, I'm Steven.
Another commercial. Well, you know the deal. Pause it. I'll be back at the commercial. Advertisement, but commercial. Alright, YouTube, I ate that one for y'all. Like, that one was like 30 seconds of some Tommy Tuck type stuff. Ugh. Alright, we back to it.
Thank you.
About what time this morning did all this start?
7 a.m.
So you're supposed to be going to the...
She was supposed to be going to Key West and canceled.
Well aware, I text the pilot. Everybody knew it.
Okay.
He's just being extremely difficult. Which, that's nothing freaking new.
Okay, so are you leaving now?
I have to go get my kids.
Okay, all right.
There's two that are at other places.
Okay, all right. Like I said, my only recommendation for you is that y'all just separate.
It's always just going to be a he said, she said.
I mean, you get video footage, you have surveillance cameras, you have something that I can look at and say, yes, he put his hands on you. I mean, you know, we have an independent witness that's non-biased. I mean, you know, something, other statements. But right now I have you and him, and, you know, he's saying one thing, you're saying another. you know, I mean, if it's this type of situation, y'all just need to separate. I mean, just don't be.
Point out that officer could have called the pilot to get their side of the story to find out exactly when she canceled, when she tried to get herself added onto the plane, or see if she said anything, you know, as in, you know, her reason for canceling or something like that. That would have been an extra witness, you know.
Each other. If it's going to be like this.
So how do we do that with 3 kids?
All right, where are you at? Are you at the cops?
So now I'm able to get my kids' stuff back out of the vehicle.
Okay, why are we doing this though? Why do you need to do that?
Well, because he's taken my kids.
So we're going to go back and so we're going to stand here while y'all go back and forth moving suitcase.
Officer, you just now noticing that she's the one who's causing this whole situation? You just now, I could tell that the first 2 or 3 minutes of the video that she was pretty much the problem here.
Just back and forth between cars.
So that's what's just happened.
If that's what you feel like you need to do, then by all means do it. But you understand it's making the situation worse. And you're doing it in front of the children now. I don't...
Our plans have been the same for weeks. And I have to go pick up our other 2 kids.
I just told her I was going to do that.
Lena just called me and said we can get it.
Okay. Well, I'll go get Grayson.
I can pick him up.
I just said I'm going to get Grayson.
You heard me say the pilot said it's too late to
And
add.
I'm going to get Grayson.
And where is she going? Because I need to get him so I can go to the airport.
So pretty much she want to get the other kid and go play house with her and the boyfriend. But just want to get the kid just so that he don't go on the trip now because she's not going.
We're just not.
I'm trying to take all 3 boys, which is what I've had planned. I'm asking where you take them because I need to pick them up. And I can just leave straight from
Okay,
there.
I'll
Your
bring him
temple.
to you, Robert.
Where is he right now?
Okay.
Is he at Chayton's house?
No.
Whose house is he at?
Cookies' house.
I can pick him up on the way out. I'll go get landed, pick him up.
So you're free to go.
I'm doing what I had planned to do in the daytime.
Well, at least there's a record of it.
It's fine. I'm okay with that.
Okay, wait right here. I got to get you both case number. Okay? Fine, son. Come. Case number and times for start time. Simple.
When you get Zaxx Packs on game day, you don't just get 20 of our...
Well, you know the deal, YouTube. See you in a sec. All right, we back. I just want to say, look, YouTube getting ridiculous with these advertisements. There's like 4 advertisements in one 15-minute video. Come on now. I've been when it used to be only like 5 seconds. Now all of them like a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's the mugginess. This is your case number 2023-27264. There's information in here if you need anything else, okay?
Okay, appreciate it, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll document. I mean, I gotta document both sides. It is what it is.
Yeah, you say it is what it is. You know you barely even helped this dude, and you know you're gonna be coming back. You know the next time you come back, she gonna likely been a fabricated some story, probably been a punched herself in the arm or something and making it look abusive. When you could easily just did a little bit more, officer. Look, like I said, I'm trying not to pass judgment, but I mean, just her saying that part right there, like it is what it is. You know, I gotta. You know you did sloppy work there. Come on now, sloppy work.
I'm going to generate a miscellaneous family violence report. This is your case number 2023-27264. If you have any questions, you can call to the Justice Center and speak to an officer. So.
You know Chris is a partner?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Y'all have a better day.
So we're not even gonna wait until like one leaves. Like, we're gonna leave the situation as it is. What did you de-escalate? The only thing you did to go there and just tell them both what could possibly happen. You ain't gonna wait to get a call the next day. It's like it's gonna be the same day call.
Money. Huh? Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so that's the end of that one. Now something did kind of catch my attention. I don't know if it's like everything, but it said something pretty much. I'll let you guys see it. It said something about the lady being charged, so we'll see what it's talking about. But I called it. I said she's gonna be back. Let's see. So this video is from. This one is Inside Edition, and it says, "Body cam shows woman accused of plotting husband's murder." Yeah, hey, it's no surprise. I'm not surprised at all.
That highlights a disagreement between the wife arrested in the Bahamas, accused of ordering a hit on her estranged husband.
So in the Bahamas is when she got arrested. The same trip she pretty much barged her way onto. Trying to set that man up from the get-go. Said it. Well, I ain't say she's going to be killing him, but I said it's going to be some kind of domestic situation later on.
Cops were called after a dispute when Lindsay Shiver apparently changed her plans last minute to ride on the family's private plane to the Bahamas, which her husband told cops was just to meet up with her lover. 5 days later, she was arrested.
Police roll up to a mansion in Georgia.
What's going on? Y'all are separated, or what's the deal?
In the driveway stands former beauty queen Lindsay Shiver. She had called police to claim her husband, Robert, pushed her as the family was packing to head off to the Bahamas.
Which I said, that would automatically what it said. It's a DV situation. The officer still making it seem like it's not. No, it's considered DV. As soon as you get any word that any violence happened, you're supposed to do an investigation, but that didn't happen.
He denies it.
We have filed for divorce.
Okay.
Living in the same house. It's hell on earth, as you can imagine. Just got super aggressive, and that's when I called immediately, because he's been physical before, and I'm just not doing that.
So are you just wanting to leave, or is he supposed to be going with you?
Yeah, we're supposed to be going with our kids.
But Shiver says he doesn't want his estranged wife to board their private plane for the flight to the island paradise. He says she had planned to meet her boyfriend.
She sent a message saying that she's going to change her plans and now get on the airplane with me and the kids to go to the Bahamas. She's going to go to her boyfriend.
Look, man, any woman that's gonna have a full-blown boyfriend while you're still married and staying together, like, to me, that person has, like, no sympathy at all for the other. So I wouldn't trust that person longer than I could throw them to do anything with me. Better yet, definitely not being private where there's no cameras, there's, and something can go wrong. Yeah, no, heck no.
Me and the kids are going to our house.
Out of earshot of the battling Shivers, the officer discusses the bizarre situation with her colleagues.
Why are you filed for divorce and going to go on vacation together? And that's not something that we can work out.
The officers left without making an arrest, but 5 days later, Lindsay Shiver and her boyfriend would be arrested in the Bahamas for the alleged plot to kill her husband. Prosecutors say she texted her boyfriend, "Kill him." Both deny any plot. She reportedly claims she was not serious and was just venting in the midst of a bad divorce.
Shiver must remain in the Bahamas until her trial.
Well, hopefully the Bahamas get it right and go ahead and extradite her, to the fullest extent. Man, look, throw the book at the lady. She's obviously trying to damage those kids, man, because that's just crazy to do all of that in front of those kids. You're trying to stop a trip, trying to separate the boys so that none of the boys can go, to force your way on it. I mean, like I said, I understand. I'm not trying to tell the officers what they can and can't do, so I get it, them showing it the way it is. But that was just a horrible situation to have to even, witness, honestly. But like I said, I love doing these kind of videos, watching these, because it shows a lot of light of, look, hey, money don't change problems that you have at the top nor at the bottom. It also shows that these things happen. So, for those of you out there, going through a situation like this, hey, sleep with one eye open. Don't never be out here caught slacking, because, man, don't be around here having no Lindsay. Same thing for the females, too. Look, hey, y'all keep your eyes open, too. But if you like the video, look, hey, comment, subscribe. I will have both links to these videos posted in the description. Other than that, there's definitely more to come. As I said before, again, like, comment, subscribe if you like these videos. Other than that, look, hey, good talking to you guys. Till next time, be easy.